I gotta say, I've heard a bunch of people say that this game has really bad Mura in the nighttime scenes. There we go. Which is kind of why I decided to come into this game and check it out and put it on a nighttime scene. And it is really dark. The black levels in here are super, super dark. Like back there where I started out, it's starting to get a little lighter over here. But the Mura, not really even worth mentioning. I mean, you can kind of maybe barely notice it if you know what you're looking for. I think that probably 19 out of 20 people, you know, wouldn't even notice it at all or know what it is. Actually, probably way more than that. 99 out of 100 people wouldn't even notice it or know what it is. And the one person that did notice it and knew what it was would be like, eh, it's not too bad, not too noticeable. It's like very subtle. Looks good though. Like this is a very kind of believable nighttime scene. Just how dark it is and the moon and everything is it looks how it should, kind of, you know, a lot more than those headsets that don't have the deep OLED blacks, and it never really quite looks like nighttime like it should. That area back there where that bird floaty toy thing was or whatever was almost to the point where it was like scary, like a horror game. Like you could just imagine something, a wolf or something hopping out, you know? This looks good though. Wonder if I can just on the fly switch it to daytime. Man, look at that big fish. Let's see. So I'm already here. Daytime. See how long it takes to load up. Few seconds. Load times are pretty good on most of these games, which is really nice for NVR, because when you're sitting staring at a load screen for 90 seconds straight, it feels twice as long when you're in a VR headset, because you can't like check your phone or stuff like that. I remember, I think it was Asgard's Wrath on the PC. The load times were so horrible. I finally had to break down and get a SSD, NVMe SSD for it. And it took the load times down from like 90 seconds down to like 6 seconds or maybe 10 seconds. This definitely looks a lot different during the daytime in here. I haven't really played this before, so I saw my wife and daughter do the like tutorial thing where it shows you how to use the boat, but I actually haven't done it. I'm kind of just winging it. Oh yeah, this is the exact same area I was just at a second ago. It looked completely different, like I didn't even recognize it. This is almost more impressive looking at night. Just compared to the other headsets that are available, because the high dynamic range on the PlayStation VR 2 means that not only do you have super dark black levels that actually look black, but that means that the difference between medium gray and black, there's twice as many different shades of black, or dark blue or dark green or whatever, any of the colors. There's like twice as many shades between medium red and dark red as there would be with a other headset. And then once you get to the full brightness of a different headset like Quest 2, then there's a whole nother thousands of different shades of pink and white and blue that are brighter than the total max brightness of the brightest blue that the Quest 2 could put out. So, and again with the darkness. So it's like the whole outer ranges of everything is expanded. I mean, it does look good during the daytime in here. When I was playing Resident Evil Village last night, the dark areas down in that like blood dungeon or whatever the hell it was, wine cellar, where there was all the monsters hopping out and attacking me. The really dark areas all down in there, compared to just the candlelight, was huge difference. Like the candles looked so bright, like blindingly bright. And then compared to the dungeon that you were going around in with the shadows getting cast, the graphics on that game are pretty amazing. I mean, honestly, most of them. Ooh, turned the wrong way. I am not good at this. Most of the games on here, especially these AAA type ones like Resident Evil or Horizon, are pretty great. That's I see a lot of people complaining and saying, oh, I was lied to. People said that the games look like PlayStation 5 graphics, but in the headset it's softer looking than a 4K TV. Well, you also see a lot more detail because of being inside the game than you would on a TV. Like I streamed a race on Gran Turismo 7 the other day, and when I watched it back afterwards to make sure that that the stream went up properly and whatever, because all of this, like this right now that I'm recording, is with the actual PlayStation 5 HD camera or whatever it's called, and I'm just streaming it with the share button on the controller straight through the PlayStation 5. I don't have like a computer set up to it or a capture card or any of that stuff. This is just directly streaming from the PlayStation, which I gotta say, the reason I've put up so many videos over the last couple weeks since I got this PlayStation VR 2 is just because of how simple and easy it is to stream from the PlayStation. Like it literally takes me, I'll decide to start streaming this game, and 30 seconds later it's already streaming and ready. And later on my phone or my computer, if I want to go in and add a different thumbnail, picture, or change any of the different stuff, I can go in afterwards and change it. But just for me to be able to start streaming and be going is like one button press, basically. Don't have to set anything up. Don't have to fiddle with stuff. It's a lot more of a pain in the butt on the computer. But anyways, that Gran Turismo stream that I did the other day when I was driving and I had the racing rig sitting there, in the headset, when I passed that first red car, it's like a red Toyota Supra or something, on the in the headset, I could see on the back of the car between the tail lights where it says Supra across there. And all of those little details. When I watched it back later on the TV, you can't even see that at all. Even if you like get up super close to the TV and really try and look for it and pause it, like all of those type of details, because you're inside the game, are just so much easier to see, which is kind of, I think that's what a lot of the people are talking about when they say, what's a good one to go to? I don't know. I'll do daytime. Jungle or beach? Jungle. I think when a lot of the people say, oh, it's like PlayStation 5 graphics in the headset, which it is. Wait, why is it nighttime? I thought I did day. I must have hit the wrong button. Day. I definitely must have hit the wrong button. There we go. Getting a little sweaty actually from all this rowing. All of those details when you're inside the game in VR, especially when the visual quality of the games is as high as it is with these PlayStation 5 games, you see a lot more compared to playing it on a TV. I have a 85-inch Sony TV. Like, it's pretty nice TV. And you still, even though it's, you know, sharper quality on the 4K TV, you just don't see the details as much. Like on Resident Evil, when you get to that part where the guy like chains you up or whatever, and then they go into the broken down church or whatever to talk about what they're going to do with you, and then all the werewolves come out to chase you down and your wrists are like shackled up. It's only like maybe a couple hours into the game. On that part, when the werewolf comes down and right here in your face and is about to chase you when you're getting ready to run off, on the TV, it looks like, you know, there we go. On the TV, he looks like, you know, this big in front of you. It's, you know, 15 feet across the room on the TV. And, you know, you can kind of see it and get the idea. Inside the headset, though, he's literally this far in front of your face. Like a couple feet away from you to where you could reach out and touch him. His head is like this big with jagged teeth and, you know, spitting at you right in your face. It's completely different looking. Like, you can see way more detail in the VR headset just because of him literally being inches away from your face, compared to no matter how big your TV is, when you're playing it, you're sitting there seeing the living room all around you and the, you know, your kids running by or whatever, light coming in through the windows. There's a lot more distractions. Plus then the fact of, you know, not being in the game. See, this would almost be scary if I seen like a shark come up or something, which there might be, I don't know. That would be cool if they had like a shark attack mode on this game, like on PlayStation VR Worlds, where you go down in the shark cage and then the shark attacks the cage. That would be pretty friggin' creepy in this game if you had like shark attack mode, to where you had to try and get away and it kept attacking your boat. They should do that. I should get on Twitter and message the developer. Anyway, I think I'm done with this for right now. I just wanted to come into it, check it out, check out a nighttime scene, because I heard so many people complaining about the Mura being horrible on the nighttime scenes in it, which it wasn't bad at all. And it could just be that I got a good headset, you know, that sometimes. Like sometimes, I think probably the worst game for it is Resident Evil Village. And sometimes you'll see it in there, but 80 to 90% of the time you don't even see it at all, even if you're looking for it. So I think that it's kind of not, it's way overblown, like not even really worth mentioning. The difference between like the brightness on the rocks compared to then like down in the shadowy areas and stuff really makes the image kind of have more depth and pop like it should. Alright, I'll get out of here. Ooh, I wonder if there's gold in that. I'm like stuck on a rock. There we go. I was really stuck.